Okay, we'll try this first one. Check. Is that good? I'll try the second one. Check two. 2, 2. Hey, hey. Check 2. Good.
Welcome and good afternoon. I'd like to introduce our student veteran, Luke Civic. Luke is a history major and a veteran of the United States Air Force. I would ask that you all stand as you are able and remain standing for the national anthem following the Pledge of Allegiance. Luke, please come forward.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please join me in welcoming Olivia Tosold, a health science major here at Westmoreland. Olivia will sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good afternoon. You may be seated. My name is Dr. Matthew Reed. I'm the Vice President for Academic Affairs here at the college. On behalf of Westmoreland County Community College, I'd like to thank our esteemed guests, delegates, friends of the college, partners in the community, employees, students, and guest speakers for joining us today for this special occasion, the investiture of our 8th president, Dr. Kristin L. Mallory. Today's ceremony is cause for celebration. Dr. Mallory would like you to enjoy the experience and encourages you to celebrate with joy and excitement. So please feel free to celebrate and engage in the ceremony. At this time, I'd like to introduce Reverend Christopher Combs of the First Evangelical Lutheran Church in Greensburg to offer the invocation.
Please join me in prayer. Holy One, we pause this joyous day to give thanks and to ask for your blessings. We give thanks for this place of learning and its 55 years of education here in Westmoreland County. We give thanks for those who have gone before us, paving the way that has led us here to this day. As we give thanks and acknowledge the history of this institution, we also look to the future. May your blessings abound this day as we gather for the inauguration of Dr. Kristin L. Mallory as the 8th president of Westmoreland County Community College. We ask your blessings upon Kristin, that her vision and leadership may build upon the foundation laid here and provide inspiration to all who are connected to this institution of learning. Grace Kristin with the wisdom, courage, and compassion needed for the opportunities and challenges she will face, and help her remember that she is not alone in her work. Nurture the relationships between Dr. Mallory, the Board of Trustees, the faculty, staff, students, alumni, and all who support the mission of education at this institution. Working together, may we continue to foster a love for learning here in Westmoreland County and anywhere our journeys may take us. Filled with grateful hearts, we ask all this in your holy name. Amen.
I'd like to welcome Mr. Tom Sarasso, Chair of the Board of Trustees for Westmoreland County Community College, to the podium.
Hello, I'd like to welcome everyone today to this beautiful college. As the Chair of the Board of Trustees, I am proud to work with my fellow board members and Dr. Mallory to grow the college and make sure the legacy of those that came before us lives on. Today is a monumental day for us at Westmoreland. I stand before you today and formally welcome and invest our 8th president, Dr. Kristin L. Mallory. The board is very excited about the road ahead for the college. Dr. Mallory has carved out plans that lead our college through the tough years ahead, and we believe that she has come to Westmoreland at the perfect time. I believe many of you share this feeling and have expressed to our board how much you already appreciate and witness her efforts to engage, learn, and be present for everyone. You see her in Youngwood. She is at the education centers. You have even mentioned seeing her attend events where she makes the college voice heard. Knowing that she not only sees the opportunities, but she is not blinded by the challenges, makes today so important. Important for the students, the staff, and especially for this community. Dr. Mallory is the missing piece. We searched and searched and searched, but I think I speak for everybody today when I say I am glad we kept going, because we found this college's leader. You demonstrate dedication to the community, learning, access, innovation, and academic success in all you do. And today, the Board of Trustees, along with the college community, stands ready to support your journey. Thank you for joining today's celebration of Dr. Mallory. Before we proceed, I would like to take a moment to recognize and welcome those gathered this afternoon in honor of this event. Members of each group, please stand and be recognized when I announce your group. Westmoreland County College Board of Trustees. Westmoreland County College Educational Foundation Board of Directors. All of our elected officials who have joined us today, those representing their offices. Dr. Mallory's cabinet. Westmoreland County Community College faculty and staff. Westmoreland students and alumni. Delegates from other colleges and higher education partners. Our Westmoreland partners from our business and industry sector, school district leaders, community organizations, and generous supporters. And finally, Please join me in welcoming Dr. Mallory's family and friends. Thank you all for joining us today to witness and participate in this celebration for Dr. Mallory and Westmoreland County Community College.
To bring greetings from Westmoreland County, Mr. Sean Curtis, Chair of the Westmoreland County Commissioners.
Good afternoon. It's an honor to join the faculty, the staff, the trustees, the students, the community partners of this Westmoreland Community College as we celebrate the inauguration of Dr. Kristin Mallory as the next president of this outstanding institution. As Westmoreland County Commissioner, I'm especially proud to stand here today because the relationship between Westmoreland County and the Westmoreland Community College isn't just one of support, it's one of a true partnership. For more than 50 years, this college has helped shape the future of this county. It provided affordable education, prepared students for meaningful careers, strengthened the workforce that powers our local economy, whether that's through nursing, skilled trades, manufacturing, business, public safety, emerging technology. The Westmoreland Community College has always understood its mission. It's directly tied to the success of our communities. And that partnership is visible every day. It's visible at the Advanced Technology Center in Mount Pleasant, where students are preparing for careers in robotics, animation, welding, precision machining. It's visible in healthcare, programs that train our nurses and medical professionals that our region depends on. It's visible the dual enrollment opportunities from our high school students and continuing education programs that helps working adults gain new skills and new opportunities. As county commissioners, we recognize that every graduate that leaves this college with a degree, a certificate, a new skill strengthens this county. Every student who stays here to work, raise a family, and contribute to our communities helps move our county forward. That's why today is so important. Dr. Mallory comes to Westmoreland County Community College with an impressive record of leadership and a deep understanding of the roles of community colleges play in changing lives. Before coming here, she served as the Vice President of Academic Affairs at the Warwick Community College of Maryland, where she worked to expand enrollment, improve student success, strengthen workforce development, and create new opportunities for students. She also held leadership positions at Bridge Valley Community College and Technical College, Bridgemont Community and Technical College, and West Virginia University Institute of Technology. Throughout her career, she has built strong relationships between colleges, employers, and communities. Exactly the kind of leadership that will help Westmoreland Community College grow and thrive. Most importantly, Dr. Mallory understands that a community college is more than just a campus. It's an engine of opportunity. It's where first-generation students begin their journey. It's where workers gain a new skill. It's where businesses find the talent they need, and where communities build their future. I know that Dr. Mallory's leadership of this college will continue to expand its impact, not only in this county, but throughout the region. I'm confident that she will build upon the strong foundations that are already in place, bringing new ideas, new energy, and a renewed commitment to student success. On behalf of the Board of the Westmoreland County Commissioners, I want to assure Dr. Mallory that you have our full support and continued partnership. We will look forward to working with you years ahead to strengthen this college, straighten our workforce, and strengthen Westmoreland County as a whole. Dr. Mallory, congratulations on this well-deserved honor. To Westmoreland County, we are proud to have you here, and we look forward for the bright future ahead. Congratulations.
Dr. Nicholas Newpower, Vice President for the Pennsylvania Commission of Community Colleges, could not be present today as he is at Bucks County Community College for an event he had already committed to attending. He has provided remarks for Dr. Mallory through video.
Hello, I'm Dr. Nick Newpower, very proud Vice President of the Pennsylvania Commission for Community Colleges, and I also serve as a longtime president for Butler County Community College. Westmoreland County Community College has always held a very special place in my heart. When I started at BC3 back in 1999 as a dean, our wonderful president, Dr. Bartok, was very good personal and professional friends with Dr. Deanne Krasinski, Westmoreland's president at the time. As I elevated to the position of president of BC3, your presidents, former president, Dr. Pender, Dr. O'Bara, and Dr. Stanley were all incredibly important to me, both professionally and even personally. I learned a ton from each of those leaders. The Pennsylvania Commission for Community Colleges is celebrating its 60th anniversary this year. Created not long after the Community College Act of 1963, the Commission represents all 15 community colleges in our Commonwealth. We are a lean and mean organization. Our president is Dr. Stanley. I serve as vice president. We have a wonderful executive assistant, Bill Nesbitt, and a couple other part-timers for the commission. Although we're lean and mean, we accomplish a great deal. Our 15 colleges under the leadership of the commission come together and collectively represent a common thread of our missions: affordability, accessibility, the highest quality of education, and our impact on the communities we serve. As a commission, we are only as strong as our presidents and our boards of trustees. And I'm here to tell you that President Mallory, in her short time as president at Westmoreland County Community College, has already served to be an inspirational leader around that table of 15 presidents at the Council of Presidents level. President Mallory is collaborative, respectful, has an eye on the future, a great listener, and I might add, what's probably most important for me, a terrific team player. I am certain these are characteristics that President Mallory brings to your fine institution. I'd like to end with some words of wisdom from a 17-year president. In my inauguration many years ago, I had a former president, Dr. Bartok, that I mentioned, tell the audience that even though you might not see Nick at a sporting event, community event, student club event, or even around campus, that doesn't mean that he is ignoring those responsibilities of being a president and attending those events. Presidents are born in a million different directions. And just because you may not see President Mallory at whatever event doesn't mean that she wouldn't wish to be there. And I'm certain it's because that she is off doing other things associated with being a college president. President Mallory, I look back at my inauguration now a long time ago, and we celebrated. We celebrated with a pizza with the president party for all of the students on our main campus. And as there were student bands playing and a giant banner, congratulations, President Newpower, pizza with the president, I went up and introduced myself to a young man. I first started by asking who he was, what his major was. And before I could get into my introduction, he had asked, so who are you and what is it to you? And I proudly boasted President Newpower, proud president of Butler County Community College. And without hesitation, he looked me in the eye and said, I never even knew this place had a president. There's a lesson learned there. That lesson learned is that any college, university, or organization can run without a president. But it's those who excel and reflect the president's vision, integrity, and characteristics that will go to greater heights. And I have every confidence in the world that is exactly where President Mallory will take Westmoreland County Community College to even greater heights than it's already achieved. Kristin, I hope you enjoy this time with friends and your family. I hope that you all have an opportunity to take it in. On behalf of the Pennsylvania Commission for Community Colleges, a heartfelt congratulations.
To bring greetings from the Board of Directors of the college's Educational Foundation, please welcome Mr. Jason Reynolds, Board President.
Good afternoon. I have the unique privilege of standing here today representing the college's Education Foundation as its board president, but also as a representative of Ibarra Elliott Energy, known within the community as Elliott, where I serve as the Vice President of Human Resources. Elliott is a global company, but our heart and our headquarters have been right here in Westmoreland County for over 110 years. Whether our people are working in the corporate office or on the shop floor, they are the alumni, the neighbors, and the volunteers who make this county thrive. We've built a legacy here because we believe investing in the long haul, but to do that, we need a community that values learning as much as values hard work. That is why the connection between Elliott and the Westmoreland County Community College is so vital. You are the engine that prepares our workforce. We are the destination for their talents. When this college succeeds, our company and our community succeed right along with it. The Education Foundation is where we put that belief into action. We bridge the gap between people who believe in the power of education and the students who need a path to success. By supporting these programs, we help Westmoreland stay responsive to our region's changing workforce, but ultimately is an investment in these students. Ultimately, an investment in these students is an investment in the long-term vitality of our community. President Mallory, as you take on this new role, know that you have the full support of the Board of Directors for the Education Foundation, and you also have a very committed partner from Ibarra Elliott Energy. We are rooted here in this community, in this county, just like this college and just like you. We wish you tremendous success, and we look forward to strengthening the connections between our classrooms and our industry for many years to come. Congratulations.
Please welcome Dr. Stuart Silverberg, incoming president of the Westmoreland County Community College Professional Association and a member of Westmoreland's faculty.
Good afternoon. Congratulations, President Mallory, on your inauguration. On behalf of the Westmoreland County Community College Professional Association, I am honored to bring greetings from the men and women who are in many ways the daily heartbeat of this institution. The educators, counselors, librarians, analysts, and educational professionals who show up every day in service to our students and community. Inaugurations are a time for vision and aspiration, and we have heard much of both from this incoming administration. An inauguration is also a moment to acknowledge what has already happened, and I am pleased to say that the early signs have been encouraging. We have seen a willingness to engage, to listen, and to treat our members as genuine partners sharing in this college's success. That matters, and we do not take it for granted. Our union's hope is simple, that the goodwill shown in these early days proves to be the standard. We know that the work ahead will not be without challenge or disagreement, it never is. But we believe that when educational professionals and administration address our common concerns with honesty and mutual respect, the college is stronger for it and our students are better served. President Mallory, we wish you well. We are ready to work alongside you, and we look forward to seeing today's aspirations take shape in the life of this college. Thank you and welcome.
On behalf of the Office of the President, I would like to welcome Karen D. Gandy to the podium to offer greetings.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests, colleagues, students, and members of our community. It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today as we gather to celebrate a truly significant moment in the history of this institution, the inauguration of Dr. Kristin L. Mallory as our president. I have the pleasure of serving as Dr. Mallory's assistant, and I also speak to you today as someone who has served this institution for nearly 23 years under 4 presidents. That experience has given me a unique perspective. I have seen many leadership styles, navigated some challenges, and celebrated many achievements. Through it all, one thing has remained clear: leadership matters. Dr. Mallory is a leader who believes in this institution. She believes in our mission, in our people, and in the powerful life-changing impact we have on our students and the communities that we serve. In the time that I have worked with her, I have seen her take time to listen, truly listen. I have watched her ask thoughtful questions and seek understanding. She leads with intention and care, recognizing that the strength of this college does not rest on any one individual, but in the collective effort of faculty, staff, administrators, students, and partners all working together with a shared purpose. Dr. Mallory, as you take this next step today, I would like to offer to you a few simple thoughts. Remember to give yourself moments to pause. In a role that moves so quickly, those moments really do matter. They offer opportunities for reflection and bring clarity and perspective. Do not be afraid to make mistakes. They shape us, they strengthen us, and also make us wiser. Most importantly, know that you're not doing this alone. I am here to support you. Your leadership team stands beside you, and the dedicated employees of this college, people who care deeply about this institution and its mission, are ready to support you and walk alongside you. Today, we celebrate not only an inauguration, but a shared belief in where we are going and what we can accomplish together. Dr. Mallory, it is a privilege to work with you and to support you. I am excited for what lies ahead, and I offer you my heartfelt congratulations as you lead us into this next chapter.
On behalf of the student body, Mr. Jake Fazenbaker, President of the Student Government Association, would like to offer greetings to Dr. Mallory.
Good afternoon, Dr. Mallory, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, and my fellow students. On behalf of the Student Government Association and the entire student body, it is my honor to extend a warm welcome and heartfelt greeting to Dr. Kristin L. Mallory, the 8th president of Westmoreland County Community College. Dr. Mallory, in just 10 months, your leadership has made a meaningful and lasting impression on our campus. Students recognize and appreciate the energy, vision, and dedication you bring to this role each day. More importantly, we feel your presence. You have made it clear the student voices matter at board meetings, college-wide events, or in everyday conversations across campus and at our education centers. We know we have a place. You've challenged us to be more engaged, more involved, and more present, and not just as students, but as leaders in our own right. That challenge has inspired many of us to step forward, to participate, and to take greater ownership of our college experience. We also see your unwavering commitment to student success. Your leadership reflects a genuine investment in who we are and who we are becoming, and that does not go unnoticed. As we look ahead, we are excited about the future of Westmoreland under your guidance. We are confident that your experience, vision, and passion will continue to elevate this institution and create even greater opportunities for students. And as a student, this makes me proud to have chosen Westmoreland County Community College as the place to start my future. Dr. Mallory, thank you for leading with purpose, for listening with intention, and for believing in us. We are proud to join you on this very special day. Thank you.
Dr. Mallory is fortunate to have all of the college presidents that she worked under in her higher education career provide remarks and reflections this afternoon. Our first guest speaker is Dr. Beverly Jo Harris, President Emerita of Bridge Valley Community and Technical College, West Virginia, and that college's first president. She retired in 2016 after 41 years in higher education, including 12 years as president. Her roles in higher education include faculty and chair of Office of Administration and Business Education, provost and president as of 2004. Dr. Harris earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Business Education from Concord College and her Master of Science degree in Vocational and Adult Education from Marshall University. She completed her doctorate in Higher Education Administration at West Virginia University. Please welcome Dr. Harris.
President Mallory, honored platform guests, governing board members, distinguished college representatives,
dedicated faculty and staff, students, friends, and family. I am honored to be a part of this inaugural ceremony for Dr. Kristin Mallory. Having watched President Mallory develop her leadership skills over the years, I am delighted that her accomplishments and her strengths have culminated in her being named president of Westmoreland County Community College. When asked to speak for a few minutes today, my thoughts turned to our shared history. I'm going back in the past just a little bit, as we navigated countless challenges and celebrated major milestones during the transformation of the higher education system in West Virginia. It is important to provide some background on this unusual journey. Community college components or divisions were created at 7 baccalaureate institutions in the late 1960s. The same rules, policies, tuition were applied to both the 2-year and 4-year students. In 1999, a series of legislative actions created a state community college system and mandated that the components become independent community colleges. What an upheaval. Like any divorce, assets and liabilities were distributed between the 2- and 4-year entities that had been intertwined for 30 years. Dr. Mallory was appointed to chair the Higher Learning Commission's self-study for initial candidacy. Her work ethic and increasing understanding of general institutional requirements gave rise to an evolving leader. She was named my vice president when, in 2004, after a 5-year process, the Community and Technical College at West Virginia University Institute of Technology achieved its independent status. And we did have the longest name in the AACC database. Legislative changes continued, however. 5 years later, the colleges were asked to remove any reference of their respective host institution names to reduce confusion. Bridgemont was selected and approved after a second self-study. Then, just 4 years later, Bridgemont and Kanawha Valley, 2 new small community colleges that shared much of the same service region, were required to merge. A marriage between institutions that competed previously for students and workforce partners. Extensive negotiations were required to address duplicative administrative positions, faculty salary differentials, and college policies. Bridge Valley, the new multi-campus college for the region, received approval in 2014. It continues to stand today after no more legislative mandates as a strong, successful community college. Your president was a vital part of this tumultuous history. There are very few individuals who have experienced, survived, and thrived in this type of environment. But President Mallory did. Kristin, may you reflect on your West Virginia experience as you create your legacy here. There are so many lessons that neither of us will ever forget. But here are a few words of wisdom that you ask I give to the audience and to you. First, and I've heard this already, lead with respect. Respect your board members, your faculty, your administration, staff, and students, as all bring relevant perspectives to you. Actively listen during interactions. Be thoughtful and encourage open dialogue, and treat others as you would like to be treated. Respect also your position. Remember that every decision you make is important. Always ask yourself how your decision will impact others. Second, make outreach a priority. Engage with your community, business and industry, government, secondary schools and other colleges, alumni, and residents. Invite them to campus. Offer relevant workforce and continuing education, tours, events to welcome them here. Be involved off campus as well by participating in community events and civic and professional organizations. You are the ambassador for your college. Also, remember that nothing is constant except change. We lived that, didn't we? Nurture an adaptable, cohesive, innovative team that is willing to respond to change. Your team is critical to your success. Build consensus around a living strategic plan. Compromise when needed. Be transparent. Communicate often. No matter the challenge, as president, create a "we can do this" environment. We can do this. And finally, develop a positive college atmosphere and a sense of pride in this wonderful institution. It begins with you. Celebrate the achievements of faculty and staff. Highlight academic programs at every opportunity. Cheer on your amazing students and share success stories widely. I pass on to you for your use, if you so desire, the mantra I recited at every commencement. You knew you would hear it today. That 10-word sentence made up of 2-letter words. An audience might listen and ask you to repeat it with us, as I did at every commencement. And Kristin remembers, as did all the faculty. Are you saying that again, Joe? Here it is. If it is to be, it is up to me. Got it? If it is to be, it is up to me. One more time, a little stronger. If it is to be, it is up to me. President Mallory, you have embodied this mantra. This appointment is the result of your hard work and initiative over the years. It is well-deserved. Congratulations on being named the 8th president of Westmoreland County Community College.
Thank you very much, Dr. Harris. Now it's my privilege to introduce our next speaker, Dr. Ray Hoy. Dr. Hoy is President Emeritus of Warwick Community College in Maryland. He served as the college's second president beginning in 2000 and retired after 23 years. Dr. Hoy had a 47-year career in the Maryland Community College system. He previously spent 24 years at Chesapeake College, serving in numerous roles as Registrar, Director of Admissions and Registration, Dean of Student Development, Vice President for Administrative Services, and Executive Vice President. Dr. Hoy has an associate's degree from Chesapeake College, a bachelor's degree from Washington College, master's degrees from Johns Hopkins University and Central Michigan University, a Juris Doctorate from the University of Baltimore School of Law, and a doctorate in education from Wilmington University. Please welcome Dr. Hoy.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I'm very pleased to be here on this exciting occasion, celebrating the inauguration of Dr. Kristin Mallory as the 8th president of Westmoreland County Community College. And I was honored to be asked by Dr. Mallory to speak at this event. After all, as you heard, I'm an old retired guy. That's what emeritus means, old retired guy. My only claim to fame at this point, however, is having had the sense to hire Kristin as Vice President for Academic Affairs almost a decade ago, and then attempt to serve as a mentor when she made it clear to me that she wanted to be a college president. It was either that or try to talk her out of it, and I never tried to do that. But I did try to make sure that she was aware of the many challenges of the position, and there are many. One of the former presidents I worked for used to have a saying that being a college president is like walking on a picket fence with a crowd waiting for you to fall. Not particularly a thrilling image, especially if you're the one trying to maintain your balance. So I have great respect for anyone willing to accept this challenge. And I can tell you that it's far more difficult today than it was 25 years ago when I became a president. You can probably tell from the order of the speakers that she chose 3 presidents in chronological order. However, I reminded her that she actually worked for me in the early 90s, long before she worked for Joe at Bridge Valley in West Virginia. I actually learned that when I read her resume for the vice president position at Warwick. Kristin began her higher education experience at Warwick Community College and Chesapeake College as a dental hygienist, teaching dental assisting courses at those 2 institutions. I was the academic VP. You didn't hear it in my title, but that was part of being an executive VP. So I was the academic vice president at Chesapeake when she taught there. So I reminded her that I possibly should speak before Joe just to keep it in true chronological order. And she quickly replied, but you weren't a president then. Okay, touche, Kristin. Always quick-witted with that smile and a laugh. In fact, even though we were talking on the telephone, I could see that impish smile of hers coming through the phone. I believe that having a good sense of humor is crucial to successful leaders. Well, she's got that covered. If I were to summarize Kristin's influence at Warwick in just a few words, they would be leadership, success, collaboration, connection, teamwork, and a person of humble faith. It's those strengths and characteristics that'll make her a great president for Westmoreland County Community College. Now, I said that Kristin is a leader. Let me speak about leadership for just a moment, because leadership isn't a title. You don't become a leader because you're called president. It isn't supervision, and it's not management. Leadership is actually the ability to motivate others to join in and to follow, adding their talents and efforts to achieve great goals for the organization. I witnessed Dr. Mallory's leadership qualities. She motivated others. So much was accomplished during her tenure at Warwick through her leadership, and you can read about it in her bio in the front of the program. But she couldn't do that job alone, and she can't do this job alone either. She needs your help and needs your support. When presidents come in, new presidents, they represent change. Things are going to be different. It can't be helped. The tasks change, outside influences change, the world changes. And the community needs their community college to grow, to change, and to innovate in order to support the ever-changing needs of the community and the students. But most people prefer stability. Why do I have to change? I like things the way they are. Why do we have to do these things? I get it. Change can be disorienting. But change is inevitable, and it's necessary. And progress requires your participation. So step up. Volunteer to support this institution. Serve on important committees, possibly even chairing one. and welcome the challenge when you're voluntold. You all came here today to either support Dr. Mallory or Westmoreland Community College, and hopefully both. Whether you're here as an employee, a student, a business representative, community member, board member, political representative, family member, Greg, don't stop supporting Dr. Mallory and Westmoreland after you leave today. This institution is vital. It's vital to this community. Westmoreland Community College changes lives. But the impact isn't isolated on those who are trained and educated here, and it is life-changing to them, but it's not limited to that. The impact's on the entire community. Almost everyone in this community has benefited in some way from the education and training, the workforce that Westmoreland provides. So show your support by stepping up and playing an essential role in the success of your community college. Kristin, working side by side with you, I saw you in action. You had a profound impact and left a significant legacy at Warwick Community College, and also in the community, and even statewide in leadership roles that you took on behalf of the Maryland Association of Community Colleges. You're going to be a tremendous president and a great asset to this institution and this community, and I look forward to following you and Westmoreland Community College's success for many years to come. Congratulations and best wishes, Kristin.
Dr. Deborah Casey began her role as the third president of Warwick Community College in 2023. Dr. Casey has dedicated 25 years of service as a leader and strategic partner in higher education. She previously served in various administrative roles, including Vice President of Student Affairs, Interim Vice President of Human Resources and Instruction, and Dean at Green River College in Washington, along with teaching roles at Florida Atlantic University and the University of Florida. Dr. Casey earned her associate in medical technology and bachelor's in biology from Anna Maria College and master's in health and wellness promotion management from Springfield College, both in Massachusetts, with a PhD in higher education leadership and research methodology from Florida Atlantic University. I'd like to welcome Dr. Deb Casey to the podium.
Good afternoon, beautiful people. I'm honored to be here to speak on behalf of President Mallory. Today is a moment of great celebration for Westmoreland County Community College's president, this community, and the countless students whose lives will be shaped in the years ahead. It is also a deeply personal moment because today we are not just inaugurating a president, we are acknowledging in your community a leader whose journey has been shaped by service, reflection, and unwavering belief in the transformative power of education. I have had the privilege of knowing Dr. Kristin Mallory not only as a colleague, but as someone who grew into leadership through purpose and heart. She worked 7 years at Warwick Community College, 2 in which we worked alongside each other. And during that time, I witnessed something very special. Kristin did not lead from ego or title. You've already heard that. She led by listening, by asking the next thoughtful question, by standing beside others and helping them see what was possible. The college presidency is one of the most complex leadership roles in education. This complexity creates opportunity for the president to lead alongside those she serves. Today, this community recognizes President Mallory as that leader. So, as she formally ascends into the college presidency, a milestone not just of advancement, but of readiness for this complexity in higher education. Please, I ask of you, be alongside her, support her, advise her, and most importantly, trust her. Trust her as your leader. Westmoreland's mission is rooted in access, opportunity, workforce readiness, and community connection. Those values align seamlessly with Kristin's leadership. She has guided institutions through accreditation with steady hands and clear vision. She has led capital projects that shape learning environments and futures. And she has stewarded academic affairs with rigor, relevance, and always with students at the center. Kristin recognizes leadership today requires more than ensuring access and supporting completion. Leaders today must have a bold vision that will impact their communities. In the spirit of the Aspen Institute's 3.0 framework, a national leader in regards to community colleges leadership, Kristin has that bold vision, which includes access, completion, and a credential. But with that credential, the most important part is post-completion success. I call that good-paying jobs that sustain families in our local communities, creating upward mobility and enhancing community vibrancy. Don't you agree? Yes. President Mallory's leadership vision is exactly that. It reflects not only the commitment to student success, but also transforming the systems that align education, workforce, and community. She's helping create the pathways to opportunity and economic mobility for families here. She is tenacious in her pursuit of excellence in student reforms, and she wants good-paying jobs to be filled by local people. She believes deeply that student success does not end with a credential, but continues to be meaningful for employment, economic security, lifelong learning, civic engagement. Beliefs that will shape Westmoreland's future, leading this institution forward. After all, as you heard again, it is not about what a president does alone, it is about what you will all do together. And I would like to chat for a little bit about your mascot, Wesley Wolf. Wesley Wolf is a symbol, and it matters profoundly. Wolves are strong, but they do not lead alone. They move as a pack. They rely on shared purpose, awareness, trust, and collective strength. They protect the vulnerable. They adjust to the terrain. They succeed together or not at all. Kristin leads with that same purpose. She is a thought partner, inviting dialogue and elevating collective wisdom. She is an active listener, valuing every voice from faculty, staff, students, and community partners. And I have seen her. She is deeply responsive, especially to barriers facing students, knowing that access, persistence of our students, and post-completion success are inseparable. Beyond her professional accomplishments, Kristin brings her whole self to work. She is a loving mother, a grandmother, and a wife. She serves her community with generosity and humility, and she carries joy with her as an essential trait to her leadership. Today, I want to share a personal tidbit about Kristin that you may or may not know. Kristin loves to dance. Sometimes on her own, sometimes with her husband, and when I see that every time, I'm so jealous. Always with trust, always with rhythm, always with presence. That ability to dance solo, where leadership requires courage and clarity, and to dance in partnership when collaboration matters most, reflects the flow of the wolf and the essence of the presidency. Under her leadership, Westmoreland will move forward as a wolf pack. You're going to advance opportunity, you're going to deepen community partnerships, and you are going to make sure ensuring not only completion, but lasting mobility and impact happens here locally in the community. President Mallory, this community has entrusted you with something precious, and I know you will lead with courage, with compassion, and with connection. It is an honor to humbly serve alongside you as now a colleague, a friend, and I know you shared with me last week a mentor, which means so much to me. So as you embrace this journey, do it with all the wonderful care, love, and joy you bring every day to your life. Congratulations and blessings to you, Madam President.
Dr. Mallory, would you please join me at the podium? Dr. Mallory, we cannot be any more excited that you agreed to take this role. The Board of Trustees is proud to have selected you to serve as president of Westmoreland County Community College. We are excited to see the direction you will take us and are eager to work together to create a brighter future for all. We are confident in your care for our community, commitment to lead the college, and make connections in the region, foster student success, partner with local employers, and know that you will continue to build upon the success of this institution and lead us into the future. Thank you. At this time, we will begin the formal installation ceremony. Dr. Mallory, into your hands is placed the administration of this college. I present to you the medallion of office. See how this goes. Sounds supposed to. Let it be a reminder to you and our institution that our institution endures. I also present you the mace of the college. Use the authority granted to you by what this mace symbolizes with goodness and thoughtfulness for the benefit of Westmoreland, Indiana, and Fayette counties and the region around us. Your selection to the presidency of this college is an indication of our confidence in you. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Westmoreland County Community College, by the power vested in the board, by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and Westmoreland County, and the presence of those with us today, it is my distinct honor and privilege to declare you installed as the president of Westmoreland County Community College. We charge you with the stewardship of this great institution to lead with integrity, to innovate with courage, and to uphold the values that have guided us for the past 56 years. Ladies and gentlemen, our 8th president, Dr. Kristin L. Mallory. President Mallory, may your tenure be marked by bold leadership, transformative achievements, and a deepened commitment to the success of our students and the community we serve. Would you all please rise and join me in congratulating President Mallory? That's all on me.
It's always special to invite members of the family to offer their love and support at such a special event. Joining us today from the Mallory family are Dr. Paul Mallory and Catherine M. Mallory.
Please rise. All right, my joke didn't land.
I'd like to start by expressing gratitude for the opportunity to stand up here and brag about my mother, a conflict of interest I'm very happy to declare. Life doesn't always give you a reason to pause and appreciate someone properly. Today does.
Today you will hear a lot about our mother's drive, her pragmatic approach to life, and her impressive accomplishments through the years of hard work and determination, all things she accomplished while raising us.
While it might be cliche to say, life never made things easier for her. We did our part to keep it that way. When my mother was pregnant with me, she developed some serious life-threatening complications, ultimately culminating in the rather unsanctimonious delivery of the hominid standing before you today. And that was only the beginning. For as long as I can remember, she's navigated a gauntlet of diet-restricting autoimmune diseases. And while I won't hand any would-be saboteurs an instruction manual, let's just say that 3 of the 6 major food groups are largely off the table. For most people, that kind of persistent, invisible burden would be debilitating and demoralizing, quietly chipping away at energy, focus, and joy over time. What strikes me most, looking back, is how little power she gave any of it. I genuinely cannot recall an instance where her health limitations spilled over onto her family or her work. What I do remember is the look of almost surprised gratitude on her face when someone remembered her restrictions without being reminded, or simply made sure there was something for her to eat. She never made it anyone else's problem. She just adapted quietly and moved on.
Without complaint, there were meals on the table. Sometimes 2, just so we could eat the stuff she couldn't. Holidays and events were not catered around her, but rather she made herself a footnote. putting others above her own needs, making and baking items that she cannot taste, just admire from afar. Not a lot of people know this, but she is actually an experienced and excellent cake decorator. Her attention to detail not only made several stunning wedding cakes, but also some of the coolest cake 2 kids could ask for growing up. No matter how busy she was, she had time for us. Between wrestling matches, skating shows, and school events, she managed to complete a doctorate and write a dissertation while using dial-up internet and not having access to ChatGPT.
And it wasn't until I was older that I made the same realization about everything else she was carrying. Somewhere in there, between her finishing her own degree, teaching classes, keeping our household running, and never missing the things that mattered to us growing up, she had somehow made it all look unremarkable, like it was just Monday. I spent some time trying to figure out what holds all of that together: the health battles, the workload, the roles. And I keep coming back to 2 things: resilience and tenacity. If you know her, those words feel like almost an understatement. She is, to put it plainly, a workaholic. Laser-focused until the job is done, and constitutionally incapable of half measures. I've known very few people who work as hard as she does. Honestly, it's kind of exhausting to watch. But I mean that with the highest possible compliment.
And there's another wonderful lesson we learned from watching our mother: the importance of dreams. Most people only learn about their parents' dreams in passing, whispers of would've, could've, should've, what may have been, a brief glimpse of a smile as they mention the things they wish they had accomplished when they were younger. We had a very different experience. We knew our mother's dream, and today we're here to celebrate her achieving it. As a child, I was witness to the effort that went into dreams. That rejection doesn't mean you throw it away. That sometimes you have to go a different route than you had hoped, and that route can sometimes put you on a better path than you thought existed.
Which leads us to today. Many of you know her as a bridge builder between faculty and community, an accreditation guru, or the one willing to make the hard decisions. And those things are all true. But to us, she's just Mom. I say that not to diminish anything you'll witness from her in this role, but as a quiet guarantee. The person you're inaugurating today is the same person who showed up for us every day, without exception.
Without exception, with a smile on her face, as a woman who genuinely loves her work and will give it all while making it seem effortless. Congratulations, Mom. We always knew this day would come. And here to champion her story, a man who has shared every sacrifice and triumph, albeit a bit of a thorn in her side, through her ups and downs, our father.
Hi there. Kind of tough thing to follow right there. I didn't know I had 2 kids. That's actually pretty cool. Just kidding. That's called revenge. My name is Greg Mallory. Kristin and I have been together for almost 42 years, right? Yeah. I'm trying to do the math in my head real quick. Sorry, guys. So it's interesting. It's like, how do you just introduce your spouse, right? I agree with the kids. She is a workaholic. She's got a great attention to detail, but this started back when she was just a little kid. So I'm gonna go back. There's only 2 people in this room that know her longer than me, and that's her brother and sister who are up here. So I'm gonna tell a little story about their family. So Kristin's always been a planner, a thinker, a stickler for detail, but she's always been somebody who takes on a challenge. So when she was a small girl, she was walking through the woods behind their house. See where this is going, don't you, buddy? Yeah. It was a cold winter day, and they went down to the woods, and at the end of the woods, there was a pond. Kristin happened upon the pond with her brother and sister, and she thought to herself, I wonder if I could walk on that ice. So Kristin designed a plan. She then hypothesized how thick that ice would be and how much pressure it would take. And then she conned her brother into walking on the ice. The ice was thin, the ice cracked, the ice broke. David learned about thermodynamics. Kristin did get in trouble that day, but it never, excuse me, it never stopped her from thinking about how things would work. So then I go to the next thing, which is a little bit further in her life. In 1982, I'm doing the math again. I'm just joking. I know this. I have it written down. Anyway, in 1982, she met a young man at West Liberty State College, 134 pounds of just raw aggression. And she thought, you know what, maybe I should try, see if this guy would work out. So she invited this gentleman to a Halloween party. Now, I don't know if you've ever tried to dress a 5'11", 134-pound guy in a costume. It's difficult to find one. So she thought the process through. You remember this? She designed an outfit for herself out of like a toga-looking thing, and she went dressed as Mother Nature. She then borrowed her roommate's yellow, full-length pajamas and dressed me up as a stick of parquet margarine. Now, that was in 1982. We got engaged in 1984, and the reason we got engaged is I thought, how do you pass on a woman who's willing to be seen with you in public dressed as a polyunsaturated fat? I digress. As much as I joke, and by the way, we joke constantly. I don't know if you've caught that from the kids. Kristin, under every circumstance, she develops a plan. It doesn't matter if she's here at school or if she's at the house. There's always a plan in place. She's always got a step-by-step instruction on how to develop that. And then she basically bird dogs that through fruition, right? I'm living proof of that. This week, exactly, right? Anyway. But the interesting thing with Kristin is she's not just a delegator. She's not going to come up with a plan and then say, here, I want you to do this and report back to me and tell you how to do it. Kristin is a person who will roll up her sleeves and she will work beside almost anybody. Just kidding. She will work side by side with anybody, and I am proof positive of that. Throughout this week, there were several times I actually hid in my house because I knew she had another plan, and I knew that that plan involved me. Right? Okay. As long as we understand where we're at. Anyway. The one thing that I will tell you from the faculty, the staff, the students here, you will find out, Kristin is very passionate about her work. You've already heard that. She's very compassionate about what she does. She's very, very dedicated. You will find out that you won't find a more dedicated person as a representative of Westmoreland County Community College. We walk our dog every night, and we talk about you guys. And not in a bad way. There's a lot of people in here that I know your name, but I didn't know your face until today. But that's also a good thing, because what she tells me about how great so-and-so did at this and how great somebody did at that. But more importantly, if you have something that's not going well, she empathizes. Excuse me. She will celebrate your successes with you, but she will empathize with your losses. Okay? So without further ado, I'd like to introduce the president of Westmoreland County Community College, and the love of my life, Dr. Kristin L.
It is my great honor and privilege to serve as Westmoreland County Community College's 8th president. I am extremely grateful for everyone's support through the transition and during this first year. Thank you to the county commissioners for their support of the college's mission, to our foundation board for your working to further the college's mission through scholarship opportunities for our students, and to the Board of Trustees for providing guidance as we strive for continuous improvement. Oh, and for hiring me. Thank you for the kind words from our employees. You are the lifeblood of the college, creating a wonderful learning environment for all students. And to our students, you are the reason we do what we do. Our mission is to help you succeed. I want to express my gratitude to Dr. Harris, Dr. Hoy, and Dr. Casey. It has truly been my honor and pleasure to work with you during my administrative leadership journey. I have learned so much with working with each of you, and your support and kindness means the world to me. Thank you. And this family of mine, I am so incredibly proud of each of you. You have all found your path in life and taken advantage of pursuing new opportunities through your own educational journey. Greg, you are my biggest fan, even when I am your biggest pain. And I thought you were hiding. Our story is one of love, challenges, change, support, and growth. Thank you for being my everything. Westmoreland County Community College has achieved so much in these last 56 years, and the legacy built by previous presidents and employees has positioned us to continue to achieve success, not only for our students, but for our region. Since 1970, 28,436 students have earned a certificate or diploma, with 34,872 credentials awarded. And after graduation in 2 weeks, these numbers increased by 361 graduates and 385 credentials. This is quite an impressive achievement and the legacy on which this college was built. As we celebrate the rich history of this college, we also embark on an exciting adventure into the future. My theme for the year has been building connections. I have met with community leaders, policymakers, volunteers throughout Westmoreland, Indiana, and Fayette County. Most importantly, I have met regularly with employees, students, in groups and individually. What I have heard over and over again is the pride that employees have in the mission of the college, that the community loves the college, and that the college makes a difference. These conversations provided an opportunity to build connections, internally and externally, listening and learning, and working toward creating the best environment for our students, employees, and the community. These ongoing connections are necessary to build relationships for our donors and supporters who strive to help meet the needs of our college and students. In these past 10 months, Westmoreland County Community College has achieved many noteworthy milestones. The college has seen a remarkable increase in the number of our dual enrollment students, up 26% this spring semester. We have renewed partnerships with our regional career and technical centers that have led to increased dual enrollment options and pathways for students into college. We started 2 new healthcare programs, nuclear medicine and licensed practical nursing. And this fall, we will offer the engineering transfer degree program. The college redesigned the new student experience to reduce the time for enrollment while significantly increasing the number of services available to new students. By focusing on building community, we have increased the number of campus visitors. The college reorganized the structure to align workforce, makerspace, and events into a unified strategy to improve workforce programs offered and to increase revenue. We shifted from a reactive to a proactive strategic advancement approach to promote long-term growth and partnerships. The college finalized the updated mission, vision, and values statements, emphasizing students first in all that we do. As I look forward to next year and the years to come, I share the vision of the college. We envision a future where our students lead and uplift the communities of southwestern Pennsylvania, driving regional growth, resilience, and opportunity through education. We have already started the climb to meet this vision through offering programs that provide families sustaining wages. We will ensure graduates are earning credentials of value that drive upward mobility and regional growth. I see the colleging strengthening the support for our students throughout the entire educational experience, from college readiness to career launch. We will be the college of choice for students for first degrees and reskilling, retooling, and reimagining futures. Westmoreland County Community College will be the go-to place for the community to learn, gather, and grow. We are reimagining the course schedule, evaluating when and where courses and programs are needed, and providing multiple options for learning modalities. We will establish the best mix of in-person, online, and hybrid courses. And we will continue our work to help students succeed through offering part-of-term for focused courses to impact completion to degree. Education is all about continuous improvement, improved learning, improved services, improved programs, and employee improvement. Continuous improvement involves change, and change, as we have heard, is not always easy. As Heraclitus exclaimed, the only constant in life is change. While the college strives to improve, we will evaluate our program mix and processes to determine what needs to be modified, accelerated, initiated, or retired. Through change, we ensure relevance for what we provide for our students and the community, meeting the needs of our current and future workforce. The college will maximize institutional efficiency to ensure long-term sustainability. We will do this through targeted increased enrollment and evaluating our locations and services. Using data, we will align our courses locations, and programs with the high priority and emerging occupations in the region. We will boldly offer much-needed training in workforce development, helping students achieve their individual goals and providing them with skills to advance in their fields. Community leaders will count on the college to provide educational experiences that promote building our economy. Our graduates work, live, and play in Westmoreland County because of the experience and the growth they achieve at the college. And we will focus on our people. You are the reason we will be successful. You are the reason we can help students reach their goals, and you are the reason I will work passionately and completely to ensure the ongoing success of Westmoreland County Community College. Community leaders, faculty, staff, and students, I invite you to join me as we embark on transformative change to open opportunities to our students and the region. Thank you for the privilege of serving as your 8th president. I will continue to embody integrity and work tirelessly to lead Westmoreland County Community College as a change maker, industry partner, and community treasure for the region. Thank you.
Please welcome Reverend Combs back to the podium for the benediction.
Would everyone please rise? Holy One, as we conclude this ceremony, we pause once again with grateful hearts. Bless all who have shared in this day as we move together into the next chapter for Westmoreland County Community College. Let us go from here with peace and joy filling our hearts. Amen.
Thank you for sharing in the investiture of the 8th President of Westmoreland County Community College, Dr. Kristin L. Mallory. For the comfort and convenience of our speakers, please remain in your seats until the recessional is complete, allowing all members of the stage and the processional to leave before exiting the gym. And please join us for a reception in the main lobby of this building.